Welcome back. We're here in Rice's Appliance Kitchen with Chef David from Premier Catering. What are we making, Chef?
We're making a butternut squash and apple bisque today.
Whoa. Yeah.
It's a nice combination for the fall, you know. So we've already got a little butter going in here, and we're gonna add some of our vegetables to it. A little bit of onion and celery, carrot, and some fresh diced gala apples.
Ah, that's
You
nice.
could also use a red delicious if you wanted to.
Okay.
And I like to leave the peels on it because it gives it a little bit of tartness.
Oh, yeah,
that's a good combo with the
So-
squash.
You need me to do
more?
the squash?
And then we're gonna scoop out the flesh. I roasted these squash ahead of time, just with a little bit of oil and
So
salt
where do
and
I
pepper.
put them?
And we're gonna add the flesh of it right to our pot here.
Okay, I'm coming with it.
Will that thicken it up? I know since it's a bisque.
does.
Okay.
It does. And then actually for our base of the soup, we're gonna use some apple cider
Oh, wow.
and chicken stock.
Oh, this is getting better
so
and
this
better.
is gonna give, it's gonna bring both those flavors out really nicely.
Beautiful.
This is such a great fall soup. And of course, this is the soup that you are making at Empty Bowls this week, which we'll talk about in just a little bit.
This smells so good.
And
Yes.
also to go with this soup, this is a little chicken stock that I'm adding in here.
How long did you cook these squash?
I roasted them in the oven for about 40 minutes. It gets them nice and soft. And,
Something's on
the
top. Is
flesh.
it butter on top?
A little bit of butter and olive oil.
Oh,
A little
okay.
touch of salt and pepper, and I cook them flat side down. And that gives them a nice color, brings out the roastedness, really brings out the flavor of it.
Chef, is this one of
Yum,
those
yum, yum.
soups that it tastes better as it has a chance to kind of sit a
Yeah,
little bit? You know,
the
some
longer
soups
it
develop.
simmers, the
Okay.
better, really. I mean, you know, I generally, well, I'll probably make 10 gallons of this for the event, but I'll simmer it for about, 4 hours.
Kind of like a
But-
spaghetti sauce.
Right, and then I've also taken some sambuca and I've cooked it down here a little bit.
Oh.
And I've got some softened butter in the mixer,
Yeah, let's
Okay.
and we're gonna add that to it, and it makes a spiced butter. We'll add a little cinnamon, nutmeg, and some allspice to it, and the sam's gonna be our garnish for the soup. And then when that hits the soup, it really adds a lot of creaminess to it.
Oh, wow.
So-
This soup is getting better and better. I know a lot of times I've
flavors.
tried to make butternut squash at home. I'm certainly not an expert.
This
it
is
tastes
good.
very flat, but all the things you're adding are kind of giving it a nice kick.
They elevate the flavors with all the different
With the
ingredients.
extra special butter and the sambuca, of course, I'm certain helps. So tell us a little bit about, as you're still making the soup, tell us a little bit about Empty Bowls and how the event works. You brought some bowls.
Empty Bowls, yes, this is for Meals on Wheels Plus Manatee. And they have all these different bowls that they've had hand painted by various people around the community. A lot of people volunteer their time to come and paint them. So they're all hand painted. So you get to pick out your bowl, and then you get to go through, and there's probably 20 different restaurants that come and bring different soups. So you get to try all these different samples, and then pick out the one you want to take with you, and you get the bowl to go as well.
And as you can see on that graphic there, it is 2 days at 2 different venues. So on the 8th, it is at Renaissance on 9th in Bradenton. And on the 9th, it is Lakewood Ranch. So you can find out more information. You can get your tickets, foodbankofmanatee.org. It is a great event, and it's a great reason to try a whole bunch of soup that you don't have to make yourself.
And this squash is delicious.
And
Yes.
we would just puree this soup up and get our finished product.
Yes. All right,
Hand
I
me
will
that.
hand you the pureer.
I also, this is the largest.
I don't know what to say
think I
after
should get out
this.
of the
Yes,
way.
perhaps take a
I
small
use this
sip.
as
Goodness.
I use this as the
spaceship.
weekend for my boat
Whoa.
motor.
All right, while he purees, we want to remind you, you can join Empty Bowls. Thanks again, Chef David from Premier Catering. Get out and vote. And tune into ABC7 tonight, starting at 7 p.m. for election coverage, local results, and national. All right, you take some time, enjoy the Suncoast view. We're going to be pureeing.